Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to the 8th weekly installment of my Top 5 Pokemon by Type series. What a road has led us to this week. I'm just going to say it, this video is my top 5 fire types, and this week is pretty telling, actually. Also, this is video number 100. Hope I can have a few hundred more before, I don't know, whatever could ruin it. Anyway, let's jump right in. Number 5 is Delphox. I don't know why, but I love his design. The entire evolutionary line is adorable, and Delphox is just the most badass form, really. It kind of gets lost in the Gen 6 shuffle, being as there's already an awesome water type, and a grass type, which actually seems to get a lot of love, which is kind of shocking, actually, because, Gen 5 it didn't, Gen 4 it sort of did, Gen 3 it didn't, Gen 2 it didn't, Gen 1, but Delphox is cool, too. A fire-psychic combo, which is really perfect and horrible at the same point. The combo allows him to fight just about any Pokemon with a strong special attack, but at the same point, it gives him 5 weaknesses. But he has the highest base special attack stat out of every starter Pokemon ever, ignoring Megas. You can give it Psychic, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Solar Beam, Will-O-Wisp to help alleviate some of its shortcomings, which is pretty nice. I'd advise using one, just because he seems so underappreciated in Gen 6. Might I also say that if he debuted in Generation 1, he'd be one of the best, probably liked just as much as Charizard. So, number 4 is a Pokemon that's obviously going to be included, Talonflame. For starters, awesome design. He's the first time I actually saw the first bird as a threat. And the sad thing is, when I played through, I actually skipped him. He's got a monster speed stat and an ability that makes it even better. Give him a Life Orb and Brave Bird, and he is a monster. He's the fastest fire type, and overall the fastest Gen 6 Pokemon. He's got Brave Bird, Flare Blitz, Roost, Steel Wing, Sunny Day, Thief, U-Turn, and Giga Impact. I highly doubt any more explanation is needed. He's one of the most popular Gen 6 Pokemon, and for good reason. The top 3 now begins with, of course, my guardian. If you watched my Leaf Green Nuzlocke, you know my love for this guy, Ninetales. Before, he used to be one of the most popular Pokemon just because he had the ability Drought. But come on, look at him. He can swim in movie canon. His shiny sprite is really unique because it kind of resembles like blue flames, which is pretty cool. He's well-rounded on just about every stat, which is pretty awesome. He has Flamethrower, Psyshock, Solar Beam, Calm Mind, Energy Ball, Dark Pulse, and a host of others. But no conversation of Ninetales is complete without mentioning his lore in the first Mystery Dungeon games. If you touch one of their tails, you can get cursed forever. That's totally awesome. Plus, we had one on Leaf Green. Gotta show love for our Leaf Green Pokemon. So, number 2 is Arcanine. For starters, in the original games, he was basically considered a legendary Pokemon. How cool is that? Give him Thunder Fang, Fire Fang, Extreme Speed, Dig, Aerial Ace, Facade, Wild Charge, Body Slam, Close Combat, Crunch, even Outrage. He has a crazy high stat total of 555. He's one of the only Pokemon who just seems to get better in every generation. And he really does have a awesome design. His shiny ain't all that, but his regular sprite is cool. I'm sure most everyone has a positive opinion on the original badass, so I'm just going to move on. So, what would number 1 be then? Rapidash? Magmortar? Typhlosion? Darmanitan? Charizard? Magcargo? Emboar? Maybe Torkoal? No, not quite. I'll tell you who it is. It's Blaziken. He's the strongest stat-wise fighting-type Pokemon. He has a simple but actually really awesome shiny sprite. He has a huge attack and special attack stat too. A great speed stat, and like Talonflame, an ability that makes it even better. He Mega Evolves into one of the coolest Megas yet. Blaze Kick, Brave Bird, Sky Uppercut, Earthquake, Rock Tomb, Shadow Claw, Poison Jab. You can breed Baton Pass and Quiver Dance onto him. Here, this should sell it right here. Isn't he banned on competitive? That's how awesome he is. To wrap up, comment your top 5 fire types for me. I read every comment, so I won't miss it, but also comment telling me which type I should do next week, Dragon or Flying. Don't forget to leave me a memento for holding your attention for 5 whole minutes, and overall, peace out, Skillets.